Coming out of Bolton, the Kid.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. The Kid's putting forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination scoring. Good defense, just covering up down low. Teddy, what's the worst-case scenario for a power puncher facing a guy who, you know, he knows his opponent doesn't have much stamina. He knows that he's not going to be going after it late.
Well, that could be a real trap. You get a little over-anxious. You're looking for that home run. And while you're looking for the home run, you're striking out all night.
The head moving.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. That was not well targeted by Sugar Shane Mosley. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special.
1-2, 1-2.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Rock'em, sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Just like that, just like that. Side to side, move your head.
Well targeted 1-2 by Sugar Shane Mosley. The Kid's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
You gotta protect yourself.
And clicks of the top. The Kid's left now getting into the mix.
Throw him off with no movers. That's it. Throw him off with that movers. Jab your way, okay?
Here we go. Round two is underway. Mosley's cut is really not a good sign. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. And he's holding.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent walking in. You want to stay on the outside? Use that jab.
Yeah!
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Nothing there on the punch by Sugar Shane Mosley. He got hit, but he sends it right back. A stinging uppercut by the Kid.
From the inside. Move your head. No need to be on the inside.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. The Kid's showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's shown that it does more than just set up other punches and, just, snap your head back. It disrupts everything. It just throws the other guy's rhythm off, and that's what he's doing a good job of.
Come on, kid, focus.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Mosley's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe. for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we could say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Sets up that right hand with the jab.
Jump on! Nice!
Fundamentally sound hook right there, and it served him well. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the kid. Mosley's punch didn't come close. And now they're trading blows. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. For much of his career, Shane Mosley has been trained by his father.
And that can be tumultuous. That can be a double-edged sword. You have a lot of guys that are successful, and then what is really success? Is it having a relationship afterwards? Because sometimes the professional part erodes.
The kid's cracked by a solid, and he is hurt by that uppercut. He is down on the floor. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're gonna find out right now, he needs them right now.
He committed to the jab, and then he brought home the bacon with the uppercut. Well done. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Protecting his head well with his guard. Time to take a look at Teddy's scorecard as we begin round number 4. Shane Mosley's actually got to be feeling pretty good about himself. I know he's dropped 2 rounds here, but he did score a knockdown in the 1 round that he won.
Yeah, of course, and that's what this is about. This is not amateur boxing, professional boxing. The power punches, the punches that hurt the other guy more than he hurt you, they count for more.
The kid's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better. And from there it is! And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time? It's over. Fight is over. The kid's not going to hear from those judges. He's a knockout victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Chavez Mosley.
And that's exactly why he packs the stands. This fight is over. Boy, you gotta love a power puncher when he's on his game.
Yeah, and you have to love a finisher. He knew how to end it. He knew which punches to choose at the right time.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time at the fights.
With the fame, but every other man spilling for cons, some chicken heads.
Yeah.
I'm in tip-top shape, call me fitness instructor T. Superman genetics in my jeans, dungarees. I can see these niggas through my clothes and cutler pieces. Lonely at the top, but you can't fucking beat the luxury. Standing at 100 feet, this is the discovery. Tiny is the name, disturbing London is the company. This is the discovery, everything in front of me. I ain't even worried about anything that's under me. Standing at 100 feet, this is the discovery. Tiny is the name, disturbing London is the company. This is the discovery, the point of no recovery. I don't give a fuck, I'm going in. Cover me.
What you see is not a choice. The sky will like it for you. You'll be lost and found again. This is only good for you. Don't try to understand. The colors in my hand. Just close your eyes and I will guide. Be still.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the light heavyweight division. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. Hopkins' ring walk, not exactly full of fanfare or intensity.
In the blue corner, professional record, 29 victories with 17 knockouts and 1 defeat. Bad Chad Dawson. His adversary, with a record of 51 victories, 32 by way of knockout and 5 losses. Hailing out of Philadelphia, the executioner, Hopkins.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Chad Dawson. And now he's targeting upstairs. He has his target. He lands a straight right. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Dawson's defense is paying off now. Now hugging on the inside. Bernard Hopkins has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Bernard Hopkins going old school there. B-hop with your basic 1-2. Dawson's able to land a good, solid left hand. And he ties up on the inside. A well-placed overhand right. Phenomenal pace being set here. They are burning it up early on.
Let's find out who's in better shape. We're going to see.
Good flush, straight left hand. End of this round. Joe and Teddy sitting ringside with you. It gives us time to reflect on the bigger picture of boxing. You know, it was interesting. We had a fan walk up to you earlier today and say, "Yeah, I know you earned everything from the legendary Cus D'Amato, the great trainer." And he said to you, "What's the one thing you took away from all your years with Cus?" What did you say to him?
Well, it wasn't a paycheck, I'll tell you that much, because Cus didn't believe in paying you for that. He said, you're going to college, you're getting a valuable education, and you're not even being forced to pay a tuition. So I understood that. We worked 7 days a week, so there was no union. Cus believed in working on Sundays, so you couldn't go complain and say I'm being overworked. But I think seriously that the most important thing that I learned, of course, that from a technical standpoint, you have to be really secure in those areas. No matter how much talent a fighter has, you have to teach them right, teach them the fundamentals, but mentally. You have to understand that a fighter's really always under fear. And you have to understand those dimensions, those parameters. And you have to be able to find a way to get in there, understanding how he feels mentally, and understanding how that can impair his judgment, stop him from doing simple physical things.
Nice work to the midsection with the left. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. On the mark with the straight left hand. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Chad Dawson. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Good block. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. The round comes to an end, and now the tough part begins for the corner because their fighter is dealing with some swelling.
Well, what they have to do is get that end swell. You know what that is. That's that piece of metal that you put in ice. You get it nice and cold. It retains the cold, and you have to put it on the swelling. Nice, even pressure. Some guys go crazy. You see it all the time. They push at it. They start smearing it to the side.
Are they spreading the swelling when they do that?
They think in their minds that they're evening it out a little bit, spreading it out a little bit, but they're doing more tissue damage. They're actually adding to the problem.
And round number 3 is underway. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Hopkins has had success so far just based on his pure hand and foot speed, but there is some concern.
Yeah, you know, you got a guy with a real fast car. He needs a racetrack. He needs the right place to use that speed to kind of run with it a little bit. Right now, his opponent needs to change that landscape. Don't give him that racetrack. Step out of range a little bit and leave him there. Let him shadow box, but don't stay in a position where he can be effective.
Commits to the straight right. Dawson's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Bernard Hopkins' right hand scores well. "90 seconds to go here in this round." You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot.
Nice.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Dawson's almost looking foolish that time he missed so bad.
Hey, you gotta see that.
Flush shot, the left hand came in. Right to the head with that right. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Scored well up top. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. 3 minutes gone by in this round.
When he misses you with a punch, counter. Hey, don't waste energy. But I want you to keep those hands moving.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that.
This is turning into a wasted effort here as we reflect on the first 3 rounds and get a chance to look at Teddy's scorecard. Yes, he's throwing punches, but nothing's landing clean. He's down on your scorecard 3-zip.
Yeah, he's wide open every time he throws, and he's getting toward counters, especially that right hand, right up the middle.
Not able to land the headshot. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
And he engages in the clinch.
Focus.
Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Dawson's well off the mark that time. Goes up top with a right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Move your head.
He missed that uppercut. Now he ties up there.
Pace yourself.
That's good work by Bernard Hopkins. The combination punching is something that he stressed to us in the pre-fight buildup. Solid left hand to the head. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Chad Dawson. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Throw punches. Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. Just double that jab, okay? Double that jab. That will put us in position.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Hopkins is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. I really like what he's doing here. I mean, if you were to pick any one piece of weaponry that you say aligns with what he is strategically as a fighter, it is the jab, and he's firing it off beautifully.
And he's firing it off consistently all night at the right distance. He's getting full extension on that punch, and that's making him effective offensively and safe defensively. He's out of the other fighter's range.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Halfway into round number 5 here.
Keep working the body.
Look at that! Bernard Hopkins, the victim of a solid power shot. Hopkins goes down. Hopkins is back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Did you see that? How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Nice strike after catching one by Chad Dawson. And this round comes to an end. In between rounds here, Dawson's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I need you to focus and keep your hands up and keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good, I need you to use your feet, all right? Move around.
The start of the 6th round. Bernard Hopkins is coming out here at the start of this round, knowing that the first half of this fight clearly has him out way in front on the scorecards.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys don't do good when they're way out in front because they start letting up a little bit. They start taking things for granted. That is probably the only thing that can be an enemy of him right now.
Chad Dawson's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella and all of a sudden the wind's coming and the rain's coming from the side.
Oh, he is, and banging away he goes. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? Reaches the count of 10. That's it. Knockout.
Never saw the punch coming.
Let's get the official particulars and send it up to our ring announcer.
By way of knockout, your winner, the executioner, Hopkins.
That we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn, the dawn of the new beginning. More money. Knockouts bring money.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Running through the street when the money don't need. Serving it to
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds, middleweights going at it. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Kelly Pavlik's unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action. Wright's coming down to the ring right now. Not seeing much personality out of this ring walk.
In the corner, his professional record stands at 36 impressive wins, 32 of them by knockout, and 2 losses. From Youngstown, the Ghost, Pavlik. And his opponent across the ring with a record of 51 victories, 25 wins by knockout, and 5 losses. Hailing out of Washington, D.C., Ronald.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder. Teddy, when a southpaw faces an orthodox fighter, he has some natural advantages. But one of them just comes from the fight that the righty doesn't see a lot of lefties, right?
Well, that's exactly right. He doesn't have much time to practice against the southpaw, so it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel comfortable. Before you know it, you're not doing things that you should be doing.
Good block by Winky. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one.
Stay away from those. Come on.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. I like the way he went up top that time with the hook. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Winky Wright's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Winky Wright. And a big right hand connects from Pavlik. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Wright so dangerous with that accuracy. A 2-punch combination landed. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional, mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them to keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power. And also, get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them. And now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspect, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Halfway through round number 2. You see him holding on. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Kelly Pavlik's cut does not look good at all. I get the sense that the referee could stop this fight at any moment.
Joe, the key is where it is. The doctor will take that into mind. Is it in a place where if it gets worse, it can imperil his health? It can imperil his vision down the road.
Last 10 seconds.
Keep your head moving.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. And we come to the end of round number 2. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you?
Yep.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that.
Actually winning this fight just based on his hand and foot speed. He's getting in and out with ease.
And what his opponent needs to do is control range so he gets it down to where his opponent is shadow boxing. Yeah, he's got fast hands, but it doesn't matter if you're not standing in front of him to use them. Right now, he's standing in the wrong place.
Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Pavlik's corner looks like they're creeping up those steps. I think they may want this fight to be over soon.
I think they need to be responsible and understand that just like sometimes the tide goes out, and guess what? It's not coming back in until tomorrow. Well, this is enough for today. This fight is over. We're going to have another day when we come back prepared to do it again.
Guard up. Keep that guard up.
He just missed that shot up top. Winky Wright's left landing well. Good looking right hand after he got hit.
Come on.
Good step back counter punch there. Kelly Pavlik's putting forth. Oh, and there you go. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
All right, you got to bring your hands up. You must bring your hands up. Right? And come on, relax. Relax. Shake it out. Shake it out.
Start of round number 4, and Teddy's scorecard, a very easy one to read. 3 rounds to none. Of course, his opponent's gone down already, so he can just build upon that lead at this point.
Well, his opponent's acting like a guy who hasn't eaten for a week, and he's being fed right hands.
Winky Wright's jab is now carrying this fight for him from the outside.
Yeah, because the jab is carrying the fight. You know, it all starts with that jab, and right now, that jab is leading the way.
He scored well after being hit himself. Wright's doing really well on the outside. Good right hand. Very good, steady double jab there.
Keep doing what you're doing.
A well-placed left hand up top. Fires right back at him. Targeting the left hand to the body. Big uppercut from Winky. Both guys have a lot to be proud of with their performances in this round so far, and they still want to give more. What an encore in this final minute.
If you were a kid, you would feel that you're on one of those rides at Space Mountain. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
How about that left hand? A little something for good, solid right hand lands. Pavlik's gaining some momentum on his side and starting to pour it on. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. And round 4 comes to an end. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Pavlik's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Not able to land the uppercut. It's over. This fight is over. Pavlik's TKO'd. The referee stops the fight. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds in the welterweight division. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Leonard's on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight. Julio Cesar Chavez is making his way to the ring right now, and he does so with an attitude that belies his in-ring intensity.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, with a record of 36 victories, 25 big knockouts, and 3 defeats, by way of Wilmington, Leonard. his adversary. With a record of 107 victories, 86 of those wins by knockout, and only 6 losses from Obregon, Julio Cesar Chavez.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. And he just holds on there.
With what he's up against here tonight, Teddy, what do you expect?
Well, he's in there with a well-rounded fighter, pretty solid fighter, so expect him to bring his fundamentals. He always brings them.
Good job protecting himself. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Chavez. Blocks that punch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Halfway through round number 1. Unable to make an impact there by Sugar Ray Leonard. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Come on, kid, focus.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He's chomping at the bit. He's confident.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Chavez is able to avoid that punch. Listen, everybody likes to see a great knockout shot to the chin. But truth be told, at this stage of a fight, the foundation for winning comes by going downstairs.
It's just like the old timers would say, Joe, you kill the body, the head will follow.
That's a well-scored left hand by Sugar Ray Leonard. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sugar Ray Leonard. Resourceful 1-2 combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. Very accurate with the overhand right. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning, because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Sugar Ray Leonard's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Seconds remaining in this round. Very accurate 2-punch combo by Julio Cesar Chavez. And that's the end of round 2. Chavez's eye is shut. Teddy, what has to change for him now?
Well, right now, he's got to cover up that weakness. You know, he's got to make adjustments for that, as you just touched on. He's got to move the other way. You know, move in a way where he's not so vulnerable to that punch, to that side.
Back and forth exchange. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. And now looking to hang on. Parries that punch intended for the head. And now he scores well with a straight right. Good block by Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Stay away from him. Come
on. Sugar Ray Leonard showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
And this round comes to an end.
It's doing great. Keep the pressure on.
Interesting first 3 rounds we've seen so far. Chavez is willing to engage in the fight. He's willing to throw punches, but he's losing every round.
Yeah, I mean, you can throw punches, but it's kind of like spitting in the wind. You know, you could spit, but if the wind's blowing at you, it's going to come back and hit you in the face, and that's exactly what's happening here. He's throwing punches from the wrong direction, from the wrong distance, and they're coming back and hitting him right in the face.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Good job with the old 1-2 by Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Halfway through round number 4. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Keep working the jab. Good, good.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Chavez has got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Good combination by Sugar Ray Leonard. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Chavez. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Chavez is making up some ground now. I mean, what we just saw out of that last round, I think it closed the gap. He's losing on the scorecards, but I think he closed the gap a bit.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. You know, one thing is you know that he understands. A lot of times the fight ends and a guy puts his hands up and you say, what is he putting his hands up for? And he thinks he won a fight because he wasn't being honest with himself. He's being honest with himself. He knows where he's at.
Leonard's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
And now he brings the left hand upstairs. He missed with that headshot. Nice strike after catching one by Chavez. And now he's targeting upstairs. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
Keep working the bar.
Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. And round 5 comes to an end. If a Hollywood director was to stage a fight, this is what the two guys would look at. Like makeup artists got to do.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, Joe. I have to wonder a little bit if one of these fighters, or maybe both of them, had cuts in training camp and nobody knew it. They came and they hit it in a fight because that's how bad this is.
See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Julio Cesar Chavez. Not much action as he just ties up. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Nice work with the jab from Julio Cesar Chavez. That's just not good defense. That straight right unable to connect. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. There's a straight right hand. Well targeted 2-punch. What a big shot. A defensive lapse there. Sugar Ray Leonard's leaning forward. His opponent got him with the uppercut.
And the perfect selection of a punch when a guy's leaning forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
That's what I want to see.
A leveling uppercut by Chavez.
Duck at him!
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Sugar Ray Leonard. And that's the end of round 6. Chavez's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring, where at least his good eye is in front.
Julio Cesar Chavez with a huge left hand. Chavez is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Halfway through the 7th round. job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Leonard's sticking to what we've always known of him, Teddy. The style hasn't changed, even though he was knocked down earlier.
You know, a lot of trainers would say, hey, they pat him on the back. They say, there you go, kid. You know, stay with your identity. Just make sure that you correct a couple little things you need to correct.
Come on, kid. Focus.
And just grabbing onto his opponent.
That's it. That's it.
And that's the end of round 7. Chavez is leading on your scorecard as we start round number 8, Teddy. But there is some doubt here. Only a few rounds remain.
Yeah, don't forget now in the other corner what's going on. We're just looking at one side here, Joe. But in the other corner, they're very aware of what's going on. They're behind. They're telling their guy, get after him. So it's not going to be enough to just stay status quo. This guy better be ready to lift up his concentration a little.
Chavez's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Combination to the head.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Chavez. Sugar Ray Leonard's corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
Turn the sender with the left hand. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
You got this one.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Chavez. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
And that is not what his opponent really wants. He's backed up against the ropes. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
Come on, kid. Focus.
Halfway through the 9th round. Took a shot, now he gives a left.
Leonard's got no chance of keeping his opponent off balance. None at all, because he's not moving at all.
Maybe he doesn't want to. You know, guys start to deteriorate, not just physically outside, but inside. Maybe he's given up already. And maybe he doesn't want to fall down. He knows everybody's going to see that. But maybe this is his way of getting out of there. He knows the ref's going to stop it.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard's banged a big shot there. This is gonna take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. This fight is over. Chavez's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Julio Chavez.
Julio Cesar Chavez is your winner by knockout. Now, I think he was headed towards a decision win anyways, but what a good way to just put a... Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action, and the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's time to walk the walk. Lennox Lewis's ring walk, just a cool, calm stride to him. Looks like just another day in his life. Intensity that so many of the very best will display during a ring walk. Totally focused.
In the blue corner, with a record of 41 wins, including 32 by way of knockout and 2 defeats, fighting out of West Ham, Lennox Lewis. And his opponent across the ring, with a record of 50 wins, including 39 knockouts and 4 defeats. From St. Louis, Sonny the Big Bear Liston.
All right, gentlemen. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round 1 scheduled for 10. He's always done a good job of keeping his opponent off of him, yet setting up his own offense. I'm assuming we will see a lot of the jab out of him tonight.
Yeah, well, assume that he's going to fight a fight like his opponent has BO, body odor. You know, and he just wants to stay away from him, and he's going to use that jab as a fan. Well, not a fan, but sort of a measuring stick, a separation stick.
Good exchange. He fires back. Good flush shot upstairs. Teddy, what role can the fans play on the fighters, the atmosphere of the arena, when they know there's 2 guys meeting up that can bang?
An immature fighter, a less experienced fighter, can get caught up. He can try to satisfy the audience. That's a quick way to be going to the shower earlier than you wanted to.
Halfway through this round here. What a thudding shot he just landed.
Well, he left the left hand out there a little lazy, and he crashed it over.
Flush right hand to the head. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Come on, get focused.
Nice work with the overhand right. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Gets rid of that effort. And he returns on that exchange. End of round one. Liston's corner has to come up with a game plan now. They need to advise their fighter as to how he can get away of that good old-fashioned 1-2.
No, what they have to do is tell their fighter that, hey, it's not against the law to move your head.
Come on, get focused.
Nice strike after catching one by Lennox Lewis. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the... He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Lewis is scoring with that right hand. The combo lands upstairs. And Sonny Liston, so strong on his feet. He will fight on here after being damaged. Still a lot of drama to be played out in this round. Liston's in better shape than he was moments ago, though.
Yeah, physically, I agree with you. He's fine physically, but I got a report in camp about a week ago from some of my spies there that he got dropped in sparring. So mentally, I'm wondering right now if some ghosts are visiting him a little bit. Memories from that.
Good return fire that time. Liston's jab lands well. What do you look for here out of the referee? What should he be looking for so that he knows, hey, listen, it's time to stop this fight. The cut has gotten so bad.
Well, first of all, he's looking at where the cut, where the blood is flowing from. It's above the eyes, so it's going down. It's impairing the vision. So that's going to get the referee's attention, and he's going to eventually bring the doctor up into the corner.
Keep moving, keep moving.
That is a sharp uppercut by Lennox Lewis. You know, we're early in this fight, but Liston's energy may come into question soon. He's throwing a lot of punches, Teddy.
Yeah, and his mental energy, too. I'm wondering if he's getting a little discouraged that his opponent is not showing a lot of effect from all those shots.
Lewis's left working well that time. Liston's in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment?
Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cutman's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now he has to give them time to work. He's got to be elusive. He can't get hit on it for a little while. But
wow, nice flush left hand. Lewis's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
You just look at Lennox Lewis, and you see a primed, chiseled athlete capable of big things.
Yes, you do, and that's part of it, but a small part of it. Then you got to take that primed, chiseled athlete and make him do those things. And mentally and technically, Lewis has found a way.
Good, clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lewis. Lewis is way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Let it go. Stay on the outside. Keep those hands up.
There he goes with the right hand again. Liston's punch is far off the target. Big, big shot comes crashing home. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
One, two, three, four.
come to the end of the round.
Okay, keep boxing. You're doing great.
Start of round number 4, a chance for us to look at Teddy's scorecard. He's trailing 3 rounds to zip, Teddy. People will be looking at this and say, yeah, but he's throwing punches. But Teddy, it's about throwing clean, effective punches.
Exactly. And it's about not standing in front of your opponent after you punch and waiting for the receipt.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. An accurate left by Lewis. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Hook. Solid. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, Sonny Liston is an injured animal. Watch out for the big bear when he's been in danger. He gets up after that knockdown. Good-looking jab there. Sonny Liston's mouth is cut. You can see it's getting worse as things progress here. That could be a factor later on. Oh! Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
You can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's all over. Lennox Lewis's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him.
By way of knockout, your winner, Lennox Lewis.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit.